Hampshire man faces a slew of felonies for allegedly making bomb threats against the governor. Authorities say Tristan Anderson of Hooksett threatened to target Governor Kelly Ayotte. They did not provide the details about the nature of those threats. We do know one of Anderson's charges relates to explosives. He's been behind bars since his arrest. He'll remain there until his first court appearance in January. If convicted, he could spend up to 15 years in prison.